Hello everyone, watch this review here where they look at Wolverine from the Wolverine Silver Samurai Marvel Universe Greatest Battles 2-pack. Only looking at Wolverine here. If you want to see Silver Samurai, check the other review. And here we have yet another Wolverine figure, because we can't ever have too many of those, right folks? Wolverine, of course, is a natural candidate for these comic battle packs, just because the character will fight with anybody and seems to get involved in a ton of grudges. As for this particular figure, to kind of put my opinion bluntly, it's a piece of crap. Yeah, it's a piece of crap, but at the same time, I can't really bring myself to hate it. Now, the figure's body mold does appear to be probably a recycle of the stuff from the X-Men Origins Wolverine line, and the head sculpt does greatly resemble the Wolverine Unmasked from the same series. I mean, you'll sort of notice the body convention here does really resemble the, spin-off line, right down to the way that they handled the ball-jointed hips here. It's kind of crappy ball joints, which, don't have as much give as one would like and take a while to really break in. But the bigger problems with this figure, besides sort of just the costume choice, although I'm sure some people would sort of like it because it's, sort of a comic accurate look for the character. It's just the fact that his claws are completely missized. Look at that. It's a pretty big difference. I'm not sure why they would do that. It's just sort of mind-boggling, but I mean, besides that, it's just, I don't know. Like this, it just sort of looks like a kind of ugly figure. Paint apps are just sort of all over the place. I mean, there's a heavy amount of shadowing, but sort of splashed haphazardly. We have a huge amount on the side of the legs, and then, lighter portions of the front here. I mean, from some angles, all this does look pretty decent. Other angles, not so much. But you'll notice, even right here, the peg for his hands kind of popped out. I believe this is probably a recycle of a mold that had removable hands, but can't be 100% sure. It's hard to tell. I mean, I do kind of like aspects of the look, like these arms really do work well for, just whole sleeveless appearance and stuff, but I don't know. It's just so much with this figure that sort of leaves just a little bit to be desired. Although when I first saw photos of the set, well, the better photos, I was thinking this one was actually a pretty strong looking figure. Now, just to show you the scale against the Silver Samurai, if you haven't watched the Silver Samurai portion yet, which you should go back and watch, you'll notice that the Samurai is quite a bit taller than Wolverine. Possibly not as much as he should be, but the differentiation is at least enough to sort of make it passable. As for the figure itself, quick run through of articulation. We have a point of rotation at the wrist, ball and socket elbow, ball jointed shoulder, head, mostly just rotation. Doesn't really have much up-down motion, which is kind of a shame given the character. The fact that he does do a ton of leaping poses. We have a torso joint. No waist joint, despite it looking like we get one. That's just the belt sculpt. Then at the leg, we have the hips, which only really moves on the one line here. So it can't really kick forward all that much. It's got to rotate to the point where the line is, and then it moves forward, which presents a problem when you don't have the joint properly worked in, because you can't really ever get that. But first you move this joint, then you adjust the hip to where you want it to be, which is kind of a lame system. I've never really liked that. Double joint here at the knee, and then, kind of a ball and socket at the ankle. No foot pivot like Silver Samurai, though. I mean, all in all, this isn't a figure I think a lot of people will be enthusiastic to find and pack. And in many regards, yeah, it's pretty crappy, but the same time, it does have some things going for it. I mean, obviously the big drawbacks are A, the fact that her claws are noticeably different. B, the color and shadowing's just sort of all over the place. I mean, even with the chest area here, this is solid black as opposed to the rest of the costume, which is a mix of blue with darker areas of black, so really not sure what's up with that. You will notice that it's a bit lighter in portions in the back. I mean, yeah, it's sort of a nice sculpt. It's just that the articulation I wish was quite a bit better, and then, you know, the claws would be fixed and the paint app wouldn't suck. But yeah, this has been a look at the Wolverine from the Wolverine Silver Samurai pack. Until next time, folks.